How's it going, everybody? My name is LC and today we are here with another Marvel Mystic Mayhem video. Today's video is a tier list. I am ranking every character, or I have ranked every character in the game so far, at least to my opinion. I do have to preface this video by saying this is strictly subjective info of mine. This is how I view the characters. This is not official, the way like the whole player base views them. This isn't how, again, the devs view them. This is just me, my experience with the characters. And again, also, some characters aren't even like, I don't really even have yet, like Storm or Armor. I haven't got Armor yet. Storm isn't, available because she is, well, to me anyway, because she is a part of like the whole like weekly or the week missions thing. So I don't think anyone can get her right as of right now. So just again, be wary of that. Again, this is strictly subjective, so keep it respectful in the comments. I beg of you. You don't have to tear someone's head off just because they disagree with their point. Nor have to tear off my head because I made a slightly either error or the opinion is just different from yours. I do have to plug in two things though. Firstly, my alliance has officially been made. It is called New Avengers with a Z. It is up on the screen. I'm the only one here. It is applicants first. It's not just just swarm in. I have to go by and review it because there are some people who did ask to join first, so I do want to give them a fair shot. So again, it's New Avengers with a Z, and again, it's just chill alliance for now, and then soon when things pick up we'll start getting being more serious. And lastly, if you are someone who likes to play games on an emulator or on PC, then you have a blast playing Marvel Mystic Mayhem on BlueStacks. It runs so smoothly there. I will leave the link in the description and in the comment section as well. I'm telling you, the experience on BlueStacks is truly amazing, so make sure you give it a shot. So now let's get started. So as we can see here, we have the list. I know this is going to be a shock to some, but he's down here. I'm sorry. Black Knight, what does he do? Like, I know what he does, but what does he do that benefits the, like the economy? Like, he doesn't do much. And it's so sad because he's cool, but like in all the content I use him, in all the content that I do in the game, he just doesn't have a use for me. You know what I mean? And maybe you can make the argument, since I have most like legendary characters, like why would I ever use him? But like, you can also say like, why would I use any of them then? That like doesn't make any sense, because I use a good portion of the characters that are here in my other content. I don't use him anywhere. Like, I really don't. Like, I know I said like too much times right there, but like oh my gosh, I'm going crazy. But you guys don't understand what I'm saying. Like, he's just not great. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate again, but this doesn't do much for me. But jumping up to the S tier, Doctor Strange, obviously, he just has too much, does too much, is too much. This man, best controller in the game by far. Debatable if he's the best character, honestly, but again, his utility is just too much. He has too much freaking mechanics a part of him. Like, again, he's just too much. He's honestly too much. Next up, Scarlet Witch, rightfully so. Her damage output is literally bonkers. Defense is honestly okay. You just have to build her up. If you do have her character specific highlight, which I did get, I'll make a video about that eventually too. She does like, you thought her damage before was insane. Nah, this, like, with her specific highlight, it is nuts. It is so crazy, because I think what it does is like, it gives you a damage increase, and if you use a buff, like a buff to yourself, you do an extra damage or crit damage, one of the two. But she just does too much, man. Freaking hell. Honestly, I'm happy about it. Now, next up, Iron Man. I think he rightfully belongs on here. Again, great, fantastic damage output, survivability, honestly decent too. All around well-made character. Would I change anything about him? Not really. I think he's honestly good now. Like, before in the beta, like, he had good damage, but his defense wasn't all there. Now it's like he's not as squishy as before. He can still die, but like, he's just not as like, I guess, yeah, again, squishy or like a glass cannon as he was before. Next up, Emma Frost. I know she is debated to be a little bit lower because of her damage output, but I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at it in terms of what she does overall. Sure, her damage isn't the best, but what she does for like her team, the enemies, herself, like, again, the healing, the buffs to special damage, the applying confusion to enemies, like, all of those are great things. Like, I understand that people want damage dealer, but like, you kind of gotta take in not everyone's gonna be a damage dealer, unfortunately, right? And it is what it is. And I do want to say that this is actually ranked like 1 to 4. Again, this could be like debated, but As right now, she is like the last on like my S tier list. Again, she's up there because again, she's good, but like she doesn't like beat these guys unless you have more dupes in her. Then we can make the argument because again, she is gated. I always say like the rest of her kit is in. It's literally the stuff that like we can't have access to unless you get more copies of her, which is not a huge shame, but like it's kind of a shame. Next up, A tier or high A tier. Now, I know Juggernaut is a beloved character in this game, and he is really, and honestly, I would put him high S, right? And he honestly is, in my opinion. I'm just kind of putting him here because like there's like a tiny bit, like he kind of suffers the same thing with Emma. He just like he needs more dupes to unlock that full potential. Granted, that could go for any character in the game, but for him, like specifically, and Emma, they just need that extra oomph. But his damage output and his damage negation is freaking bonkers. I love it so much, man. Like when he does that, I forget what it's called, but like he kind of shields himself and then he like reimburses that damage towards the enemy. That alone is so cool, and like it does so much damage. It is so good, man. I like it. It's really good. But yeah, Juggernaut high A tier, Sentry high A tier as well. It's self-explanatory. Man's a walking nuke. Psylocke, again, self-explanatory. She's a GOAT. Same with Lady Bullseye as well. I think they're both like similar in terms of like what they provide, but also different, if that makes sense. Again, Lady Bullseye focuses more on crits and like following up. Psylocke focuses on like damage output, burst damage, and like again following up as well. So like them paired together is like a force to be reckoned with, and then with Echo too, which I'll get into a little bit. Next up is Hulk. He is high A tier. This man has helped me in so much content. Like before, he was okay, right? I kind of used armor instead, like the previous betas. But he's been doing things. Like he's been stuck onto like almost every single one of my missions, because his defense honestly has gotten much better. His healing output for his ultimate gotten much better. Damage as well, pretty freaking good. Again, he's all around just like he's a solid good character, straight up 100%. He doesn't really have things that like benefit the team pretty much. Like I don't mean like in terms of like he won't like help keep you alive, but like he doesn't really have like outward buffs, if that makes sense, which isn't a bad thing, right? And he is a defensive character, so they probably will focus on themselves mainly for the most part. But again, there's no complaints here, no complaints. Now Echo. Now some people they put her lower. I disagree. I honestly disagree. I think if you put her on the right team and build her up right, she's a machine. She's genuinely a machine. I will say her defense isn't fantastic. Again, gotta build that up. But the photogenic ability she has, what is that, bro? Like copying the damage of the highest like damage output of the character on your team. What is that, bro? I made a video on it. Like I think it was a couple of days ago. I think it was on the launch day. It was just, she did too much damage. Like that was insane. It was honestly nuts. Now don't get me wrong, it's not like Scarlet Witch potential. Like she can kind of match it if you pair her up with her. It's not like she'll end the fight in like 2 seconds. It's not like that, but like she'll still have that high damage output that will look like it's like, oh, where did all this damage come from kind of thing, right? It's crazy good damage. Next up is Misty Knight. All around solid character, no complaints really. I mean, damage output good, survivability decent. Again, she's fine. She's just one of those 5 characters that she's fine. Spiderman, I'm so happy they buffed him up a little bit. Like, good for him. He needed that buff. People say he's also like mid to low tier, but honestly, the content I used him in, he's carried. He's done his thing, and his follow-ups too are fantastic, and the buffs he provides are also fantastic too. Again, all around solid. Thor, some people might be mad at me for this. I haven't used him much. He's not bad. His damage is honestly really good. I think most of his damage does come from his ultimate, but that's about it. I mean, he's good, but that's about it. Like he's not like any lower. I will gladly leave him here. If we want to interchange him with Spider-Man, we can, but yeah, like he's all right. He's good. That's it, and that's okay. Characters can just be good. That's fine. You can make a character decent. They don't have to be broken every time. Now, next up, mid to low A tier. Now, these 2 characters don't count because I don't have them. I'm just going off of like this whatever technically. I'm sure armor, hopefully. I'm sure she's fantastic with her defenses. So eventually, I'll probably move her up. Storm, I don't know like how she is off beta. I think she was like B in last time because she had good AoE damage, but that was it. that was honestly it. And like, I kind of needed more. So hopefully Storm will be much better since this game has fully released now. I pray that she does more like damage, you know what I mean, and also like has a bit of survivability. But again, you know, not every character is gonna have that a part of them. Moon Girl, Devil Dinosaur, also honestly pretty good. They're decent. I think that though they need, again, well, not need, but like it'll be beneficial to have, you know, Thread with them, because him boosting the summonable characters, and also again like maybe a defensive character, whatever the case may be, they just really benefit off of having that extra ally with them. But again, overall decent. Nothing like, they're not terrible. They're a good option if you need extra characters on the field or extra buffs. But again, yeah, they're mid to me. They're mid. Sleepwalker's good actually. I have no quarrels with him. I think he's made perfectly the way he is. I have no problem with him really. He's honestly fine. Like the healing he does is good. Again, no complaints here. No complaints. He's just, the only reason why he's like mid to low is just because like everyone else here kind of does not quote unquote more, but like they just, it feels like more, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Next up is, actually get this guy out of here, man. This guy's a fraud. Man's such a fraud. Angela, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I try to use her so much. I try. She just doesn't do it for me. Like the defense, maybe it's the way I'm using her, or like the quote unquote synergies. Like I heard she works well with Thor, but the defense is not defensing, man. Like I know she has damage reduction, which honestly it is good, but again I think she needs more. Maybe more dupes is probably why. But like, man, oh man, like I try. I honestly do try, guys. I try to use her in as much content as I want to, but like, it's just not cutting it out, man. It's just not working out for her, man. Moon Knight, this man's a fraud. He's a fraud. I'm sorry. In the beta, he wasn't that great, and now he still isn't that great. Like he's decent. That's all. That's honestly all. Like he will help with the, I guess with the, what was it, attack buffs I think, or attack speed, I forget. And he does heal off his ultimate, which is good. He heals the whole team actually in the, you know, in the receiving area. But again, that's it. Unfortunately, that's it. Now next is Thread. Now my problem, honestly, he's not bad, right? He's not inherently bad, but there's always a but. He's not fantastic either, you know what I mean? I think he does better. Well, I think this is his main shtick, like helping, quote unquote, like kind of like helping the team out per se. I know he's a ranged character, but like, other than like adding the summons and like buffing up summons, kind of doesn't really do much else. Which, I mean, it's okay. Like, it works for him, but you know what I mean? Like, it's meh. It's honestly meh. So, yeah, he's meh. Next up, I'm gonna change this around actually. What the hell? Like, it's just kind of not the same thing, but again, you can kind of see like where they kind of help out in a way. But honestly, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Dream Queens, honestly, I like her. As I said earlier, she kind of suffers the same-ish thing where the Thread, like they kind of focus on one thing, but like, that's okay. That's fine. With her buffing special damage and, you know, applying the debuffs, she's honestly, I like it. And I love her animations too. But again, compared to everybody else here, that's just where I'm just sticking these two. Again, it's nothing really personal, like a lot. Again, it's just like compared to everybody else, that's just where these guys stick. Falcon. Yeah, just Falcon. Mr. Negative, I don't use enough of. Like, he is good to spell, and like him, you know, canceling out buffs to the enemies are cool. But that's about it. Man, think, man, how the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. See, he's good, but it's just not where he should have been. It's just not like he's just not where he used to be. And it's kind of sad, because I'm sure if you pair him up with like, you know, Thread and like Devil Dinosaur, Moon Girl, like the amount of like summons you could put on the field is just probably so cool. But it's just, yeah, he's just not, again, he's not who he used to be. And honestly, it's okay, it's fine. He's just all right. He's just meh, you know. It's not sad, but like, what can you do? Freaking doppelganger, man. Again, I think with these two, it's not really like there's a problem with them a lot. It's just like I said earlier, these guys just do more. and you can just like kind of forget about using these other characters, right? Which is kind of the sad part. You don't have to. I think that's what this game kind of tries to not have you do. It's like, oh, you can actually mix and match these characters. You can actually use the characters that, you know, aren't seen as, you know, valuable in the first half, but once you actually get to use them and use them in specific content, they are valuable, right? But again, that's just kind of where these guys suffer. Like, once you get your roster going and like you're like, hey, I don't really need all these other characters because I got, you know, I got these three, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, why you need to use these guys, right? So again, not that they're inherently bad, but you know, you got other options, right? Back to Black Knight. What does he do? Useless. Freaking useless, man. Okay, I'm sure some people like him, and to each his own, but to me, I see no use for him. Maybe there'll be content where he's, you know, freaking fantastic, you know, maybe in challenges, once we unlock it, he'll be good. But no, not right now anyway. No, freaking no, man. This sucks, because like I think what with gacha games itself is like these characters can be replaced by anybody, because if you're running a team, you can just, you know, like mix and match, swap wherever you want, and you'll make it work. But if you have a better option, it's like, why would I use them? You know what I mean? So let's just make an example here. Let's just give an example here. Let's say you have, I don't know, like, hey, Doctor Strange, you know, why am I using, you know, Man Thing? You know what I mean? Why am I gonna use, I think Dream Queen's a controller, right? I'm pretty sure. Why am I using Dream Queen? You know what I mean? That's kind of like why these guys are down here. It's not because they're inherently like crap. It's just like, if I have these options, why use these guys? But you can use them. That's the thing. That's why it's so like interesting in this game to like try it out, because even though that these guys are like quote unquote sleepers, these guys are like, you know, will be like your all-rounders, you know what I mean? They're like LeBron, they're like the 2016 Cavaliers, Golden State kind of thing, right? But again, unfortunately the sleepers are going to get slept on. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how it is. man, oh man. But I do want to know what you guys think of this tier list, and if you guys disagree or agree, let it be known in the comment section below. Once again, my alliance is called New Avengers with a Z. Make sure you guys join up, because the slots will fill pretty fast. So with that being said, my name is LC. Have an amazing day. God bless, and I'll catch you all in the next Marvel Mystic Mayhem video.